Alright, here today in Skyrim we're going to be doing Treasure Map 10 of the Great Skyrim Treasure Hunt. We are here in Stony Creek Cave. I'll show you where it is on our map. There's Windhelm. You can head south. You'll find these locations: Team Card Camp, Witch Mist Grove, Bone Strewn Crest. And from there you can head east, and then you'll get to Stony Creek Cave. I'll have a video up soon for Stony Creek Cave. Give you more details on how to find it exactly, but essentially you gotta travel up a winding path to get up here, and you'll see you put a marker by that lake will help you. Yeah, let's move that marker. If you put a marker by the lake, it'll help you find it, because it's a good point of reference, I would say. Anyways, once you're inside, you'll see this is the entrance to Stony Creek Cave. We'll head in here. There'll be a water area, or lake kind of thing going on in here. Head up some steps through a passageway here. You'll find a couple bandits. Do this, then you'll turn right. There'll be another bandit in here, and then you'll look for this kind of hard to find hallway. And I'll kind of give you a quick. I'll give you a look about it while we head outside. But going back to our map for a second, you'll find in this room a casting mage, quite powerful too, so I would make sure to bring some spell resistance type gear or potions or whatever if you have trouble with any kind of mages. And then within this room you'll find a treasure map. Now this lady, well, it might be a dude, you know, it's kind of random. Either way, the caster has a tendency in this instance to throw a lot of fireballs that caused explosions and kind of threw stuff around in this room. So you might want to look around. Hopefully it doesn't fall in the cracks or anything of this wood. For me, it just kind of rested right there. But it's not actually on her person. I've seen some stuff out there that says it is. And this is the Lady Stone that it's marking. And our chest is going to be underwater, as you can see, northeast of the Lady Stone itself, from the looks of it. We're going to go ahead and grab that in our inventory. And as you can see, there's also Stone of Berenzia here. So two kind of miscellaneous side quests of particular value. Anyways, just kind of give you a little bit of a look here. This is kind of the path that we had to go up. And you see the water flows down towards the entrance. Now there's another way to get here if you come from Korenzig, I believe. I'm not too sure on the name. It'll end up coming from this area. In that case, it's just down and to the left. But you know, check out my video for Stony Creek Cave if you need more details on that. Either way, I'll also be making a text guide soon that'll have more information about this area and the map itself. Either way, so this is where you find Treasure Map 10, and we'll be picking up in a few seconds here, and we're gonna just jump to the treasure chest location and I'll show you where that is. Alright, so we're here at the Lady Stone. I'm gonna find our chest. Just to show you where it is. You know, we got Whiterun over here, and what is it? Falkreath down here. You can head north from Falkreath. This is Lake Ilanata, by the way. It's a giant lake that looks like an eagle. You see, these are the wings, and that's its kind of head right there. You can also follow the lake down here. There's the Guardian Stones, which is probably one of the easiest locations to find it from, since you're guaranteed, or almost guaranteed, to fight the Guardian Stones right after, in the beginning of the game after leaving Helgen. Once you're at the Guardian Stones, you can just swim across Lake Ilanata, just going west straight to the Lady Stone there. Either way, I'm gonna head in the water here. We're heading northeast. Actually, this is what we're gonna do. This is a nice little trick you can do with water. If you can go at the tip and just kind of poke your head down a little bit, we get a nice clear view of everything underneath. Now, I'm going to use that to locate our chests here. And this is a trick I like to use a lot. I guess you can consider it a mild exploit, but it's not really changing anything in the game. Alright. I think I might have passed it. Kind of moving sideways. Oh, and one thing you got to be careful of is that you're actually going to lose air that way. Alright, where are we going? Alright, so I actually tried to fast travel away and do some things to reset it. Fortunately, it's not working. Damn it. Now I've got these damn things on me. Alright, if you can ignore that for a second, you can see where this little mark is where the chest is supposed to be. I'm going to try to fix it somehow. Potentially using console commands. Which luckily I'm on the PC so I can do that kind of shit. Damn bugs. Anyways, so we're going to come back to this in a second. Alright, so as you can see, I had to reload the game. Now, just to explain something real quick, I left the initial part of the video intact and part of this whole video, mainly because I feel like it's necessary to explain the bug that I ran into, because some others might run into it as well. Now, personally, up until this video, I have been playing with the original release version of Skyrim. I've been lucky enough not to run into many bugs so far. Unfortunately, I noticed that, at this point, it was necessary that I patch the game. And, there's ways that, even on the console version with Steam, that you can keep the game from patching itself. Now, I didn't patch the game, and I had forced it off, mainly because of the whole 4 GB memory aware thing. If you don't know what that is, it's basically... with the release version, there was a way where you could kind of hack the exe to allow Skyrim to be able to detect more than 2 GB of memory for the PC, which is kind of necessary for a lot of the high-definition mods that I've actually been using in these videos. Now, unfortunately, one of the reasons why I didn't want to patch the game was because their first patch basically removed that option and made it so that you kind of had to do it in this more roundabout way. If you still wanted the 4 GB memory aware. Anyways, basically, and my thing was I was going to wait until they themselves patched 4 GB memory aware into the game before I allowed myself to patch the game, and also other things, like I had been finding out that a lot of the patches also introduced new bugs into the game, and since at that point I had not run into anything that was game stopping, I figured I'm better off with the version that I have instead of potentially giving myself more trouble in the future. Now, as you know, the bug that I ran into was, kind of a bit of a showstopper, at least for this miscellaneous quest. Luckily, at this point, they have 4 GB memory aware, so what I did was I allowed the game to patch itself, so that hopefully the bug would be fixed. Now, as you can see, things have kind of switched up from the last time I was here. The bandit marauder is now a dude, and I actually was able to sneak attack him instead of having to, deal with his fire blasts, or whatever spells he casts. Anyways, as you can see now, after the patch, the treasure map is now on the dude himself, or on the bandit, whereas before, as we saw, the treasure map was just sitting around loose, which means that if you saw that, you're probably going to run into the bug, and it's not going to trigger correctly, and then you won't end up having the chest. So I suggest highly, if you have a save game from before that point, you reload it, because it's about the only way. What I tried to do is, after I had picked up that treasure map and all that, I had patched the game. Then I tried to head back to the chest location, wasn't able to find it, even though I still had the treasure map in my inventory, and the patch was supposed to fix all that kind of shit. Either way, basically it means that even after patching the game, if you got the treasure map and it was outside of this dude's inventory, then it's permanently bugged for that save. Anyways, point being, what we've done here is, reloaded. Unfortunately, lost some progress. For me, it wasn't a big deal because I tend to save a lot, and I don't usually overwrite my old saves until very late into the game. So I'm going to go ahead and retrieve it straight from his inventory. Go ahead and pick up a few other things, and some nicer items on him as well. Either way, so hopefully it's going to be working this time. So that kind of explains, what you'd have to do in order to fix the game, and that's why I left it in, is because I figure other people might run into it. So at least this way it shows kind of how I solved the problem, hopefully. And if you're seeing this video, then it means that I did solve the problem. Again, anyways. So we're going to go ahead and head back to the Lady Stone, and the chest should be in the location I was pointing at previously. Alright, as you can see, the chest has now appeared, thankfully. There's the Lady Stones, and this is not as deep, I believe. Yeah. Here we are on the world map, and here we are on the local map. As you can see, this is the Lady Stone over there. Elenada's Deluge, and Elenada's Deep up there. And a good way to look for her is basically, you can see that there's this trees right here, and just go down. And you can use that trick I was showing earlier where you kind of skim along the water's edge. Alright. Well, at least it was somewhat worth the effort. Alright, Lydia, out of my way. But yeah, so even though I ran into that bug, that wraps up Treasure Map 10. And hopefully also kind of gives you guys a little bit of a solution, because I know some people had been posting on my videos about not being able to find a treasure chest. Well, maybe that's the way that you can get around it. And for those that, don't have the option of reloading a past save, I would hope that a solution that would work for you is to wait 30 days and try to find it again. Maybe remove the map out of your inventory. I don't know if it'd be worth leaving it somewhere where it's going to disappear completely. Maybe put it in a bookshelf in one of your houses if you own a house, or in some other place where it's likely to persist. Then try waiting 30 days, maybe 31, just to make sure the zone resets. And try to see if you can loot it from wherever you were supposed to loot it over again. Because if the correct trigger didn't activate that says that you picked up the map, I would hope that the map itself would spawn again. I'm not too sure about that, because I can only hypothesis or give a hypothesis as to that. But hopefully that's a solution for you. As far as I know, I have not been able to locate what specific console commands can be used to make the chest appear, because that was something I was going to try to do. I imagine that'll be something that's found out once they release the modding tools, since it's it's completely an unmarked kind of quest thing. So it would be difficult to kind of figure out what the console command for that is, without being able to at least know if it's a major quest or secondary quest or whatever. I could just also be ignorant on that. If somebody else knows the console commands, please, I would definitely appreciate, and I know many of the viewers would appreciate you leaving that here on the video comments, and if you do, I'll try to put it in the description, or at least reply to it so it sticks to the top, and anybody can see it. Other than that, hopefully that wraps it up. Any questions, comments? I've been getting a lot more comments recently, so it's become a little bit more difficult to reply to them all. but you know, I still definitely try to read them whenever possible and whenever somebody seems to have a serious issue. And I know how to help. I'll try to help. A lot of things, though, you know, a lot of these bugs that people talk about on the videos sometimes, I honestly don't know how to fix them. I mean, you know, I've just been thankful that I've been lucky so far with all the videos that I've done, up until now at least. And hopefully that luck will, you know, come back and continue as I do more videos. But that's just one of the unfortunate side effects of having a game that's so expansive and so dynamic, is that, you know, even with extensive Q&A, it's understandable that Bethesda wouldn't be able to iron out all the bugs on release or even some months afterwards. But, you know, hopefully they're on time about releasing those modding tools so at least the community can help out with the whole bug problem. Because I know that's what happened with Oblivion is, you know, most of the bugs were actually ironed out in the end because, you know, the community as a whole came in and were able to, you know, do their Q&A and bug fixing. Either way. So sorry that this video took a little bit longer than the other treasure map ones, but, you know, I figure it was worth it. Other than that, you know, questions, comments, definitely throw them my way. And for now, that'll be it. Thank you guys very much.